In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at how to find the slope.
So finding the slope, what is slope? Well, slope is the constant rate of change between 2 points. It's a ratio of the rise to the run of a line. And it's known as a variable m. And let's take a look at the types of slope. There are 4 different types that we will be talking about. So this one is considered the positive. If it goes up from left to right, kind of like you're reading a book, it is positive. If it's going down from left to right, it's going to be negative. If it's a straight line across a horizontal line, that is considered a slope of 0. And then the straight up and down, that is undefined.
All right, finding slope given the graph. All right, so today we're going to be finding the slope given the graph, and it's a lot like what we had done yesterday. We're going to be locating 2 points. Sometimes they will be indicated for us, and sometimes we're just going to have to pick 2 points. And so notice I have these 2 points, and on a graph, we use the rise all over the run, the change in the y all over the change in the x. How much do I go up or down for how much I go side to side? So I'm going to start at this point right here, and I'm going to be going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so my rise my slope, I have a rise of 7, and my run, I'm going over 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope here is going to be 7 all over 4. Now I could have started at this point right here, and I could have done the rise all over run as well, coming down to this point. I could have gone down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my slope, I'd have -7. And then I would be going to the left 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be all over -4. Now notice, I have 2 negatives here, and 2 negatives are going to make a positive. So it doesn't matter which point I start with, you're going to end up with the same answer. The slope is 7 all over 4. All right, so number 2, we have this line here. So I'm going to then pick 2 points. These 2 points I'm going to pick. And again, it doesn't matter which 2 you start with. I always like to start with the one on the left because I get confused if I don't and end up making a mistake. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going down 1, 2, 3. And so remember, when you go down, that's going to be a negative. So I have -3, and then I'm going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can leave it as -3 all over 9, or even better, I could simplify it down to -1 all over 3.
All right, so let's take a look at finding the slope of number 3. I'm going to plot 2 points. I'll plot a point right here and a point right here. If you'll notice, remember it's rise all over run, and I am not going up any, so that would be 0 because I didn't go up. And then I went over 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's going to be 0 all over 4. Well, 0 all over any number is always going to be 0. So in a case where you've got the horizontal slope, it's going to be a slope of 0. For our next one, we're looking at a vertical slope. And if you'll notice, if I take the 2 points here, I go up 3 and I go over 0. Well, you can never have 0 on the bottom of a fraction because I could never have 3 of nothing if I didn't have anything. So this is going to be called undefined. So when you've got the vertical slope, that's going to be an undefined slope. And now let's take a look at number 5. Number 5, it's got the 2 points, one here, one here. And remember, it's rise all over run, so I'm going to go up 2. And I'm going to go over 2, giving me a slope simplified as 1.
All right, number 6. so I've got my 2 points here, and I'm going to do the rise Oliver run. I'm going down 1, 2, 3. So my slope I'll have -3 because I went down 3, and I'm going over 1, so that would be a +1. So I can leave it as -3 all over 1, or even better, just simplify it down to just slope of -3. All right, example 2, how do I find slope using the formula? All right, so we found slope doing the rise all over run on a graph. We've also looked at it as the change in the y all over the change in the x. Well, there's a formula that we use, and it's a slope formula to help us find the slope. This formula is m representing the slope, is equal to y of 2 minus y of 1, and that's all over x of 2 minus x of 1. All right, find the slope of the line that passes through the points. You don't have this little graph paper on in your notes packet. I just have it there because I want to demonstrate what is happening when you're using the slope formula. So we have these 2 points. I have this 1, 2, and I have 7, 7. So I'm going to plot those. I'm going to go over 1, up 2. So here's my first point. And then I have 7 over 7, up 7. And there's my second point. And then you'd have this line that goes like this. All right. So remember, if we were using the rise all over the run, I'd be going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went up 5. I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my slope is 5 all over 6. Now let me show you what's going to happen as you're using the slope formula. So we've got our first point, which is going to be an x1 and a y1. All right, and then we've got our second point, which is another x and a y, except for it's going to be an x of 2 and a y of 2. And so we're using this formula right up here to find the slope. So I have m is equal to, and our slope says that you're going to take y of 2 minus y of 1. So my y of 2 minus y of 1. So I'm going to take 7 minus 2. And that's going to go all over my x of 2, which is 7, and I'm going to minus 1. It's that change in the y all over the change in the x. And so 7 minus 2 is 5, and then 7 minus 1 is 6. And notice how we have the same slope here. I just demonstrated it there using the 2 points on the graph, and then also using the formula. All right, number 2. All right, we have the point 0, -2, and then 5, 8. All right, so let's go ahead and always start by labeling your points, x1, y1, x2, y2, and then remember we're just plugging it into this formula right here. So I'm going to take the y of 2, which is 8, minus y of 1. Now, this is really important here. Our formula is y of 2 minus y of 1. So I have a minus here, but then notice y of 1 is a negative. So I have to put that negative, I'm going to put that in parentheses and then bring it in here. So you have minus a negative, and then I'm going to have 5 minus 0. All right, so remember, 2 negatives make a positive, so I'll have 8 plus 2, and I'll get 10, and 5 minus 0, I get 5, and so then this can be simplified because I can divide 10 divided by 5 evenly, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to simplify that to 2. So my slope here is equal to 2. All right, number 3, we have -4, -1, 5, 9. So we've got those 2 points. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start. Let's label our points. I have my x1, my y1, my x2, my y2. All right, we're going to plug it into this formula right here. I'm going to take y of 2 minus, now again, look at, you have that -1, so it's going to be minus -1. And then I have 5, my x of 2 is 5, minus my x of 1, which is -4. So I have 2 negatives here again, too. All right, so 2 negatives make a positive, and I'll have 10. two negatives make a positive, and I'm going to have 9. Now, because I can't divide 10 divided by 9 evenly, I'm just going to leave it just like this. My slope here is 10 all over 9. All right, question number 4. It says that we have the point -2, 5 and the point -7, 8. All right, again, every time, make sure you're labeling your points. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. All right, we're going to start with our formula. The Y's are always on the top. I'm going to take 8 minus 5, Y of 2 minus Y of 1. And then I'm going to take -7 minus -2. Now, it wouldn't matter if I took Y of 1 minus Y of 2, but if I did that, I would have to take X of 1 minus X of 2. I think it's really important for you to just get in the habit of doing the same. Otherwise, you end up making mistakes. So I personally like the Y of 2 minus Y of 1 minus X of 2 minus X of 1. You have to be consistent with them. All right, so 8 minus 5 is 3. Two negatives make a positive. So I have -7 plus 2. So I'm going to have -5. And I can leave it like this, or I can come write my negative in the front. It really doesn't matter. My slope for this one then is -3 all over 5. All right, number 5. We have -8, 0, and 3, 0. All right, so again, our X of 1, Y of 1, X of 2, Y of 2. And looks like I forgot to put the slope formula in there, but so it's Y of 2 minus Y of 1. So Y of 2, 0, minus Y of 1, which is 0, all over our X of 2 minus, now again, be careful with this. There's a parentheses around that negative. All right, minus -8. So bring it in with that parentheses so that you don't get those mixed up. So 0 minus 0, well, that's 0. And two negatives make a positive, so I'm going to have 0 all over 11. And you could leave it as 0 all over 11, but any number, 0 divided by any number is going to simply be 0. So you're better off, your better answer would be just to put 0. And if you were to look and see what this would look like on the graph, you would have this, here's your coordinate grid. You would, if you had graphed this, you'd have -8, 0. And then you'd have 3, 0. Now notice how you've got a line, you've got this horizontal line going side to side. And so notice how you have a slope of 0. You don't have any rise up. You're not going up any. That slope is 0 right there. All right, number 6, we have 5, -8, and then 5, 4. So you have x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, so y of 2 minus y of 1. So I'm going to minus a -8. All right, and then I have 5 minus x of 2 minus x of 1. 5 minus 5. All right, so those become a positive. And I have 12. And then 5 minus 5 gives me 0. Now you might remember us talking about when you have 0 on the bottom. You can't, if you can't divide something if you don't have into 12 pieces. We have nothing to divide. This is an undefined slope. Whenever you've got that 0 on the bottom, this is going to be undefined. Now, how that looks like on the graph is that you'd have this graph and you go over 5, down 8, you go over 5, up 4, and notice how you've got that line that's going straight up and down, showing that that's undefined as well. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to find slope from a graph and from using the formula on finding the slope of 2 points.